Hey guys, what's going on? Tony Maritato here. So in this video, I want to show you how I utilize YouTube and ad revenue to help drive income for a particular patient that can't afford physical therapy services otherwise. So let's take a look at the screen. Let me show you the rationale behind the idea, and then we'll come back and kind of talk about how to wrap something like this up. All right, guys, so this is inside my YouTube channel. And my goal for you is to show you what it looks like so that you can kind of see what I'm doing with this side project here. Basically what we've got, the thumbnail you see right up here, this is a particular patient who has exhausted coverage and she really can't afford to come to physical therapy as much as she would like to come to physical therapy, as frequently as she would like to come. So we have a combination going on here. Part of it is being covered by insurance. Part of it is being covered by YouTube ad revenue. And so if you can see some of the numbers here, you can see for this particular YouTube channel, we're generating about $616 over a 28-day period. Now, this is a relatively early process channel. What I mean by that, let's go over to analytics and I'm going to click on revenue. This channel was monetized, let me see here, February 12th. So February 12th, we generated zero income. Then it progressed, 50 cents, a couple dollars, $2, $3, yada, yada. I get into July. Now I'm averaging about $4 or $5 a day. I jump forward into August, September, we're over $10 a day consistently. There is this crazy spike. I have no idea where that spike came from, but now, we're averaging 23, 18, 23, 25, 19. So the channel is doing pretty well. But the point of this video is if we look at a specific channel, a specific video on the channel, this is my most popular video in terms of generating revenue. Since publish, which was May of 2019, so way before the channel was even monetized, you can see that revenue for this has generated $168. Now, if you're familiar with Medicare reimbursement for physical therapy services as kind of a gold standard, an hour of therapy, you're roughly going to get reimbursed somewhere in the range of $100 to $115 depending on services provided. So this 8-minute video has generated more than an hour of therapy. And if we go back and we take a look, let's jump back into analytics real quick. Now, of course, every video is not going to be as successful. But if we take a look at our top earning videos, so we've got 2 of them so far that have generated over $100. We've got a couple that have generated $80, a couple $50, so 4 $50 videos. And then it just goes down from there, right? 43, 38, 38, 35. But like I said, keep in mind that this is a channel that was relatively recently monetized. And don't forget, it's a channel that only has how many subscribers? As of today, 3,500 subscribers, right? The channel itself has generated $1,622 in ad revenue. I try to emphasize the fact that that's just ad revenue, because there are other things that we could start doing. So now let's get into kind of the bread and butter of this discussion. So this is a video I created. I created it 2 days ago. It is a video, I'll play a little bit on mute, that's showing an unboxing of the Jazz device. Jazz stands for Joint Active Systems. And what it is essentially is this is a version of a splint device, static progressive stretch that people after a total knee replacement are using to increase range of motion, right? So I recorded this video. I'm paying out of pocket to rent this device. Okay, so I want full disclosure. Jazz did not give me this device for free. I'm paying as a therapist out of pocket to rent this device. Why am I paying this? And I'm treating the patient for free. The patient is not being charged because she's exhausted benefits and cannot afford more therapy. But I spoke to the patient, and between the patient and what we've decided, she's going to allow me to record and document this entire series. So like, this is me unboxing the device. I'm going to go back a second. This video was recorded today. Let's go into lives. Right in here, this is a video I recorded today, actually using the device. Fitting the patient for the device, applying the device, finding little problems that I didn't anticipate, and resolving those problems with the patient. And this is a real patient, right? These are real interactions. This isn't a 20-year-old with no knee surgery putting the device on. This is a real patient using the device. So, point being, I've got passive revenue that's going to be generated from these videos. I imagine Jazz, the company, is going to help me share the videos. That's going to gain views to my channel. That's going to increase ad revenue for these videos. I have the potential for these videos to generate upwards of several $100s by themselves. If I do a video with every single use, every single session the patient is in the clinic, potentially the ad revenue is going to pay for every one of these sessions. Okay, now obviously I can't do that at scale. I can't do that for 100 different patients a week. This is kind of a one case scenario, but it's a real scenario. This is real information, right? And if this channel gets to the point where, let's say it's generating $10,000 in ad revenue a month, in theory, that would be the same as $100 a session for 100 patient sessions, right? If somebody was coming twice a week, obviously I could have 50 individual patients that this would be covering for a week's worth of therapy. There's lots of ways we can look at this, but what else can we do with that? Let's go to idea number 2. Idea number 1, I get ad revenue. Idea number 2, I package this. I've got the free content that anybody can see, but then I put side videos together into, actually I'm going to stop this a second because I want to show you something. I put side videos together for supplemental exercises. Like during this video, we talked about, obviously you have the device on, but what if you had a cryo cuff or an ice pack or something that you could wrap around the bare skin of the knee to reduce some of the discomfort of using the device while you're using the device. Now I've got affiliate income coming from purchasing the ice pack. I'd probably use a cervical ice pack on that space. I can have affiliate income coming in from a link going to Amazon for buying the ice pack. I could use a TENS unit on that knee. While the patient is sitting there, the protocol is 3 times a day, 30 minutes per episode. I could put a TENS unit on that knee to help minimize some of the discomfort of the stretch. I could do active contract relax. I could do PNF. Now I can create a little mini digital course of how to do PNF, both for flexion, which is what we're working here, or for extension, which we're going to do next week. I can put those PNF exercises into a digital course. I could sell that digital course through a Thinkific platform. I could start generating $10, $15 for that little PNF. I can put pre and post exercises on here. When we finished using this device today, we went to the treadmill, then we did some stretches, we did some self massage using a rolling pin. All of that can go into a digital electronic course that could be sold to anybody watching this. So now if this video starts generating 10, 15, 20,000 views, 100,000 views, those are 100,000 eyeballs that are looking at my online course. That's $10. just the idea is we've got ad revenue, we've got affiliate income, we've got digital course, digital product that could be sold around this. This starts to become essentially like a little mini ecosystem. And within that ecosystem, the only limitation is our creativity. Now, of course, the elephant in the room, the thing nobody is talking about, Jazz the company could hire me to provide this kind of media for them. Now, I didn't want to go that route yet because I want this to be completely non-biased. I am paying for this device because I don't want any financial ties to Jazz. Yes, I'm talking to Jazz. I'm working with them. We're trying to develop programs for other therapists, but I am still paying for this, and this is still a non-biased review and demonstration of the product. So, guys, does any of this resonate with you? Does any of this like touch a chord, make you want to think about what you're doing? The example I always give is, let's pretend for a second I treated this patient in the clinic. I received $120 reimbursement one time for 1 hour of care from a third-party payer. What happens? I'm done, right? Like, that hour is gone. The patient received the benefit. I'm not going to make any more money from that. But if instead of shortchanging myself, instead of selling that hour for $120 to an insurance company, what if I work with the client like I am here? I package that hour. I get it out to the people who need it most, the people who are searching for answers to their questions. And let's say these sessions generate the ad revenue, generate the affiliate commission, generate the online sales of the digital course, and I'm making $10 on that digital course, any one of them, and maybe I'm making $10 in 10 sales, $10 per sale in a month. That's my $100. I just received my $100, but that digital course is probably going to continue to sell for 12 more months, right? Now the $100 just turned into $1,200. And maybe I've got value in there for the next 10 years because knee replacements are going to be happening into the future. And people are going to have complications from those knee replacements long into the future. So the $100 turned into $1,200, turned into $12,000 if I'm looking at 10 years worth of value for the 1 hour of my time that I used to create this content. Imagine getting paid $12,000 per hour as a therapist. Yeah, you had to wait 10 years, but still, seriously, like, think of how many sessions you're doing in a day. Think of how many cases you're doing in a day. We haven't even touched on the topic of using video and resources like this to help educate future clinicians, to help students, to help other disciplines, OTs, SLPs, LMTs, ATCs. There are so many people out there that would benefit from seeing what you do in the clinic on a daily basis. And if you're going to sell access for $10, I guarantee the value, the return on that investment is 1,000-fold. So guys, I hope this content is useful. I hope I can share some new ideas with you. If it is, if this makes sense, do me a favor. Like the video so more people can watch it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And post your comments for me in the YouTube platform so that the algorithm can see that the videos I'm sharing have value to the profession. Guys, as always, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next video.